Good morning, students. So, we were discussing the third chapter of history in the earliest cities. In this chapter, till now, we have discussed about the story of Harappa, the ancient cities in the northwestern part of our Indian subcontinent, as well as we have also understood what was special about all these cities, which were very, very ancient, almost 4,700 years ago. So, what was the special things about it? We have understood. Then we have understood about the various things like houses, drains, streets, as well as the special tank which was constructed in the Mohenjo-daro. These all the things we have understood. Then we have also started to understand the life. How was the life in the city? What kind of things the children were playing that time? Those toys, as well as the seal which was used for trading, we have understood in the last period. Now, in today's period, we are going to understand new crafts in the city. What is faience? In search of raw material. These things we are going to understand, as well as some part of food for people in the cities. These things we will understand today. So, new crafts in the city. Now, let us look at some of the objects that were made and found in Harappan cities. Most of the things that have been found by archaeologists are made of stone, shell, and metal, including copper, bronze, and gold, silver. Copper and bronze were used to make tools, weapons, ornaments, and vessels. Gold and silver were used to make ornaments and vessels. Perhaps the most striking finds are those of beads, weights, and blades. So, here you can see that in this point we are going to understand about the objects that were made and found in the Harappan cities. Uh, most of the things found in the archaeological sites of these cities uh, are made up of stone, shell, or metal. They were made up of stone, shell, and metal, including copper, bronze, and gold, silver. From this kind of material, these old archaeological things were made. Copper and bronze, these two metals were used to make the things like tools, weapons, as well as ornaments and vessels. Gold and silver were used to make ornaments. So, gold and silver, these kind of precious metals were used to make the ornaments and vessels. Perhaps most striking or the most unusual, or we can say the important things that were found over here, that were the beads, weights, and blades. So here you can see these are the stone weights. These stone weights were made for weighing the different things to sell and purchase. Stone weights, notice how carefully these stone tools precisely shaped, as you can see here, in a particular square, or in a kind of a cube it is made. These were probably used to weigh precious stones or metals. Now at right you can see here the beads. Many of these were made out of carnelian and beautiful red stone. The stone was cut, shaped, polished, and finally a hole was bored through the center so that a striking could be passed. So, as you can see here, these kind of ornaments were made from the beads. and the red stones were used for making such kind of beads. When this stone was cut, shaped, and polished, finally one hole was bored through the center, as you can see here. These beads, as you can see, in these beads, the holes were made, and then from the center of this, a string could be passed through it, and the ornament will be made in such a way. This kind of beads and the things were made. Then at far right, as you can see here, this picture, stone blades. These are the stone blades, as you can see. These stone blades, then at the bottom right side, here as you can see, this statue is wearing embroidered cloth over here. What is special about it? Here it is explained. Embroidered cloth, a stone statue of an important man found from Mohenjo-daro, shows him wearing an embroidered garment. So here we can see that the embroidery was also famous in the rich people or special people of that time. That is also proven from this statue. Now, the next part we are going to see. The Harappan also made seals out of stones. These are generally rectangular. See the illustration that we have seen, and usually have an animal carved on them. So in the Harappan cities, the seals were made, and normally on these seals the animals were carved out on them. The Harappan also made pots with beautiful black design, such as the one shown on page number 6. In the Harappan cities, the pots were beautiful pots were made. Normally, these pots were made up of we can say the earthen pots, or sometimes of metal, and black designs such as one shown on the page number 6. If you will check, you will come to know. Cotton was probably grown at Mehergarh from about 7,000 years ago. So the crop of cotton was also taken in the Mehergarh about 7,000 years ago. Actual pieces of cloth were found attached to the lid of silver vase and some copper objects at Mohenjo-daro. Archaeologists have found spindle whorls over here. So, in the archaeological sites of Mehergarh and Mohenjo-daro, almost 7,000 years ago, the crop of cotton was grown. Actual pieces of cloth were also found here in the sites, which were attached with the lid of a silver vase, and some copper objects were also found at Mohenjo-daro. Archaeologists have also found spindle whorls made up of terracotta and faience. Spindle whorls are used for what? It was used for spinning the thread over it. So in this way the spindles were made. So there were two things: terracotta. Terracotta is made up of mud or clay or soil, and faience is a different material. As you can see here, this is the faience, as you can see. So unlike stone or shale that are found naturally, faience is a material that is artificially produced. A gum was used to shape sand or powdered quartz into an object. The objects were then glazed, resulting in a shiny, glossy surface. The colors of the glaze were usually blue or sea green. Faience was used to make beads, bangles, earrings, and tiny vessels. So, faience was a material which was naturally found. Faience is a material that is artificially produced. So, most of the material like stone, shale, these were produced, these were naturally found. But faience, this material is artificially produced. It is made by the people. How it was made? Gum was used to shape sand or powdered quartz into an object. So here it is said that the gum was used to shape sand or powdered quartz into an object. So gum, uh, sand and powdered quartz, with the help of this, these fine objects were made. The objects were then glazed, resulting in shiny glassy surface. So as you can see here, the shiny glassy surface was given with the help of some material that was used for making it shine. The colors of glaze were usually blue or sea green. So whatever the glaze were used, uh, it was usually blue in color, or in it was a kind of a sea green color. Faience was used to make beads, bangles, earrings, and tiny vessels. So there were many use of faience, like it was used for making beads, bangles, earrings, and tiny vessels also. In this way, many of the things that were produced were probably the work of specialists. A specialist is a person who is trained to do only one kind of work. For example, cutting stone or polishing beads or carving seals. Look at the illustration, page number 28, and see how well the face is carved and how carefully the beard is shown. This much have been the work of an expert craft person. As you can see on this page, how the carefully the beard is shown and how the face is made, as you can see here. So this much clear work was there at that time. So many of the things that were produced that time were made by some specialist workers, a specialist people. A specialist is a person who is trained to do one kind of work. That means, for example, you know very well, in medical field there is uh, we can skin specialist, some are neurologist or brain specialist, some people are, so in that way also, in this that time many specialist people were there, those who were making different kind of things, specially. Then as you can see here, if you will see the look, illustration 28 on the page number 28, you have seen that how beautifully the face was carved and how carefully the beard is shown in that image. This must have been the work of an expert craft person. Not everybody could have been a specialist. We do not know whether only men were specialists or only women were specialists. Perhaps some women and men may have been specialists. So here it is said that whether men or women were specialists, nobody knows. But perhaps we can imagine that some men and some women would be specialist in some particular kind of work. So till here we have seen all the things. In the next period we are going to see in search of raw materials. Till then, thank you very much.